And you know what? To stick it to Endo Mills. Let's go see if I can trade 4 first-round picks for Sidney Crosby then. Would have saved $4 million in space, or $2 million in space. Oh no, $2 million in cap space. When I have freaking what, $36 million. Oh no. Whatever will I do? 2 first-round picks for Sidney Crosby. As I said previously, this game was not perfect. Okay. Well, all right. We'll see what happens with our RFAs and take it from there. There were some of the free agents that weren't that bad, but right. Yeah, things weren't perfect in this era either. But at least they're funny, ha, as opposed to the not so funny garbage. Ooh, a first and a third for Jordan Eberle. I want to keep Jordan Eberle, man. It's Jordan Eberle. I love me. I mean, I have a Jordan Eberle jersey right there. You know, I'm gonna take that offer. Crosby makes Eberle expendable. How dare you? Hall, Crosby, Eberle, Stanley Cup right there. That's the top line. Get the hell out of here. I know what the hell you're talking about. Know what the hell you're talking about. Allows me to push Hemsky further down the lineup. Trade AI is usually problematic. Yeah. Even with the signed trade values, they seem to struggle in a lot of ways. I don't know why. But they do. You'd think that system would have been worked on a little bit, and it has been, but is it still where it should be? Probably not. Nobody has sent an offer sheet out for Taylor Hall, which is pretty surprising. Pretty surprising indeed. I mean, Watson, that's why normally when I play franchise mode, I only take offers that the AI send to me, as opposed to, going after deals of my own. And that's why. Well, Darcy Kemper is going to be the backup this year. Our defense. We do need to sign Taylor Chorney and Alex Plant. And then forwards, Taylor Hall, obviously. I want to try to sign Taylor Hall long term. Hall and Crosby locked up for $16 million combined for the next 8 years. I mean, come on. If that goes through, that's GG's. Sidney Crosby, Edmonton Oiler. Not bad in this timeline. Chorney and Plant signed. Taylor Hall does not want the super long contract. Okay. Well, we tried. Give him the deal that he wants for now, and then eventually give him the big money. Get through the preseason. See where we stand. See if we have to bring in anybody else to fill out the roster, that type of thing. All right, Taylor Hall is here. So, Dubnyk and Kemper. Got Owsley, Domingue, and Buns in the minors. I do want to sign Giroux. Actually, I guess I don't have to. He shouldn't disappear. Hopefully none of my guys disappeared, but yeah, I shouldn't have to. It's weird, though, that, again, like, someone like Payarvi disappeared when he did. But then we got him back. So that's looking good. Defense. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our defense is pretty mid. In a lot of ways. Can send down Vatanen. We might as well just go with the highest rated guys. We can leave Gormley in the minors for one more season. But he is just about NHL ready. And for the forwards, I mean, Machek, Peluso, Stortini, Hemsky, that's looking good. Might need another left wing. Jeff Skinner didn't get that much better, but he is about ready to go. If we go best lines, it has Burmistrov and Skinner as the scratches. So we could send down the 2 lowest rated guys. That's crazy. It actually scratches Burmistrov. Could also be Peluso. Let's send down Jeff Skinner. And we'll send down... honestly, it could be Stortini. I mean, I brought him in as kind of the veteran face puncher, but we don't necessarily need face puncher. Actually, Peluso is a face puncher as it is, so... Could go with him. Or we just take Peluso off the team and go with the best non-face puncher, which would be Jeff Skinner. So what if we say we don't want an NHL face puncher? You never have too much skill, right? It's like Skinner, Burmistrov. I don't know who else would get sent down. So what if we go with Magnus Payarvi, Andrew Cogliano, and Machek? Let's see. Hemsky can be on the second line. Hall, Crosby, Eberle. Skinner, Gagne, Hemsky. Molson, Burmistrov, Brule. That gives us pretty good depth throughout the lineup. Tries to bump up Jeff Skinner quickly, if we can. Apparently his offense is... God, his attributes are terrible. Apparently his offense isn't amazing. Defense has McNeil on the top units. Barry with John Scott. Obviously, we're missing like that stud defenseman, but you think about what Sidney Crosby will be able to do for this team. If we take Taylor out of the lineup, we can bring in Nathan Beaulieu. And then if we take Young out, we can bring in Jonas Brodin. At least that way it's the younger guys that are playing. A lot of OFDs. And then Emerson's not ours. We can take him out for Landeskog. Can take out Pitton for Andre Palat. And then Mark Stone is the only guy that's not in the lineup that we would probably want to be there. Sorry to Anthony Peluso then, because we'll put in Mark Stone. So let's go with that on the right. That down the middle. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Little bit. Goalies are Owsley and Louis Domingue. Tyler Buns is there. Oh, God, that's what I was worried about. It doesn't auto-replace players like it should. So I'm just going to put people in for the special teams lines. Brandon Gormley is our top shootout guy. Who did I miss? What? Shout out to Felipe, 58 months. Paja? There it is. Beautiful. Now you see why I haven't messed around with the AHL too much. We still have $14 million in cap space, mind you. Which is hilarious. Captain Crosby, Brule, and Hemsky with the letters. Yeah, Sidney Crosby immediately becomes the captain of the Edmonton Oilers. The strategies, you know what? We might as well let's go try hard here. And boy, a lot of these strategies will sure look the same, won't they? They sure will. I'll go with the 2-1-2. And then the offense, standard. Just get in front of the net. Crash the net all the time. All the time. Training, I still trust it to kind of do what it has to do there. It's fine by me. Keeps them pretty well rounded. Player type wise, Crosby as a playmaker obviously makes a lot of sense. I don't think we really have to change too much here, if anything. We should be fine. I think we're good. I don't know if we'll be a good team, but in terms of the setup here, I think we're all right. There really wasn't too much to do with like improving the NHL team either. So, in terms of the tracker, free up between. I mean, haven't I done that like a million times? I feel like I've done that a million times. Amateur scout will visit all areas of the world and all player types. Good amount of ratings each visit. Pro scout, report trade deals come my way before they get there. The medical staff or the assistant coach gives a boost to player growth. I mean, we got to invest in player growth at this stage, but I'm 10 points short on being able to afford that. So, free up between $500K and $1 million. So honestly, like Zach Stortini, who's a scratch in the AHL right now, he'd be the guy to give up. Literally just a 5th round pick to Anaheim. There we go. At least I thought he was a healthy scratch. He was not. But that doesn't mean Peluso can just slot right in. There we go. Oh my God. What the hell was Stortini doing in terms of special teams? He was on the PK. Unbelievable. Pajot will going to double shift you. All right, that's 5 more points. Complete 1 trade via the trade block. Lord knows I'm trying. Are there any teams? Boris Volobik. Buffalo's willing to give up their 1st round pick. Again, like the trade block it was a thing of beauty to know exactly what teams wanted, what they were willing to give up. They really want a freaking goalie, a veteran goalie, but I don't have one of those anymore. This dude, Kondratiev. They want defense or 2nd and 3rd round picks. I don't care if this dude's good or not. He's okay. There's low value. It's like a 3rd round pick might be enough to pull off that trade. It is not. What about 2/3? There we go. So we have accomplished a deal using the trade block. Excuse me, I literally just accomplished a trade via the trade block. Give me my points. How dare you? Also, did that just say my GN reputation was -20? That's exactly what it just said. My GN reputation is a -20. How is my reputation a -20? just a little bit confused about how that's possible. But these people don't like you. Lendo, I know that. I know that. I'm just saying. It's a bit weird. Let's put Tyler Buns on the block. What's the I'm going to put on the trade block here? We got the two Giroux. Huberdeau, I don't think will ever make it. A lot of those younger guys I don't think will ever make it, let's be honest. Yeah, there's not too much we can do there. We'll just put Tyler Buns on the block. All right. We're going to make the playoffs. I'm calling it. We're going to make the playoffs. Sidney Crosby is going to lead the Edmonton Oilers back to the promised land. Still giggling over Tyler Buns. It's a great name, isn't it? That's an all-time hockey name for me. Tyler Buns. Well, I'm pretty sure is no longer an active player. He was part of that oil change series, though. Oh, shit, he might actually be an active player. I mean, whatever, I'll sim this and let you know if anything happens. Playing for the Stony Plain Eagles of the Chinook Hockey League. At least as of last season, he actually didn't play. So it looks like he just shows up on occasion for Stony Plain Eagles. After taking a couple of years off, too. Huh. Well, fair enough, Mr. Buns. Fair enough. One WHL top goaltender in 2011-12. First round pick in the Bantam draft. Not bad. I got the message. This draft class is expected to be weaker than usual. The Stony Plain Eagles. Ty Rimmer. Another legendary WHL name. Let's see if there are any other, like, super familiar names. Not a ton. Shout out to the Chinook Hockey League, though. Which is currently not showing up as an active league. So that's not good. Or at least it hasn't started. Shout out to Tyler Buns. Sammy Vatanen just broke his hand. But we are 9-4-0 on the season. So that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. Senior A, that makes sense. The Crosby effect. Literally, that's all we needed was Sidney Crosby. James Reimer was apparently on waivers and got claimed by the Thrashers. Fair enough. 12-4-0. I mean, again, Hall, Crosby, Eberle, that top line. That's what fantasy dreams are made of. I'm telling you. There is a very good chance I'm getting sick. God damn it. There's a chance this was just the first day. Fuck. Who won the cup last year? Who did win the cup? It was Carolina. It was New York. And then who? Buffalo. Thank you. It was the Buff. All right, let's get Young out of there. Or Sammy Vatanen, son of a bitch. Nathan Beaulieu, all the time. Nathan Beaulieu, even on the power play. Nathan Beaulieu. How the hell did I possibly miss a line? Jesus, get Zach Cassian on the power play. Did you get sick the last time we went back to it? Yeah, it's this is my body rejecting NHL 24 franchise mode. It's trying to fight off the infection known as NHL 24 franchise. It's a terrible disease threatening to plague us all. It's a great time. We have fun. We have fun here, let me tell you. 14-9-1. Okay, we're not quite as... Well, Not quite cooking as well as we were before. I say Nathan Beaulieu. You can say it like Americans used to say it. Nathan Beaulieu. Actually, I heard Bolio quite a lot in his draft year back in the day. Old Nathan Beaulieu. Leafs legend Nathan Beaulieu. Sabres legend. Lightning legend. Oh, God. Thomas Greiss. Emphasis on the end of your name, huh? No thanks. Sounds about right for Americans. I mean, what even is a French accent, you know? What even is the French language? I only speak American. Thank you. 19-10-1, not bad. Not bad. Dude, Hall already has 22 goals. It's not even the new year yet. Crosby's got 32 assists. It's Beaulieu. No, it's not. It's Beaulieu. You gotta have the in there. Oh, good. Landeskog has a concussion. That's fun. The fuck's a kilometer, right? Is that like what they weigh cocaine in? Kilometers? God. He'll be out for a month. Yeah, that's only a serious concussion. He'll be back in a month. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. Let's see. He's 22-14-1, though. We should very much be on a playoff pace. Like, unless we absolutely blow it. Should be fine. Popcorn Chicken, 50 months. Chinook Hockey League currently has two teams, both named the Eagles, with a third team that's not participating. And people think NHL divisional teams play each other too much as it is. You know? Taylor Hall looking to hit 30 goals. Max Savad got hurt. Matt Cook strikes again. Oh, screw the trade block. Screw you. Just give me trade offers. None of the GMs like me. I'm negative 20 popular out of 100. Nobody wants to send me trade offers. They don't like... I'm the Vegas Golden Knights of my time. All right, let's get Landeskog back in for Emerson. Am I going to have to change up power play odds? No, I'm not. A decent NHL game. Toph, I mean, it has its warts. It has its warts, NHL 11. It's not perfect. Sidney Crosby for just 2 first-round picks. It's not perfect. But, it's... The nostalgia of it can help me look past its faults. NHL 24 does not have that luxury. So... Yeah, Sidney Crosby now leading the team in goals and assists. Dinas Zubris. God damn, he is signed for dirt cheap. 35 years old. I'll claim him to be like a 13th man, but I don't need him in the active lineup right now unless I wanted to get rid of Skinner or Machik, and I should see how they're doing, I suppose. We'll call up Zubris for the moment. Let me stop the sim. Just before the All-Star break anyway. Al Montoya. I do not need another goalie, so sorry to Al. Love the sideburns. Let's go over to Stats Central. Player stats on the season. Again, Machek's been on the 4th line. Skinner's been on the 2nd. So it's not been too bad. Let's see. So in terms of the forwards... My God. Skinner has 28 points in 48 games. He hasn't been that bad. Machek has 8 in the 46, but... Ooh, God. Plus minus. So that 4th line's getting decimated. Is what I'm seeing. Honestly, literally, it's just the top line that's carrying us. Nobody else is doing all that well, plus minus wise. We are going to want to change things up a little bit here, I would say. We are a one-line team. Krishna, you're too kind. What do I rule over? Doobie is not doing well. On his 2 firsts for Ovechkin. Honestly, I mean, Alex Plant's leading the way. Our defense hasn't been that bad. I need a better goalie. Shits and giggles. Shits and giggles. The 2016 first. And a 2017 first. Okay. What if I also add a second down the road? My God. 2019 second? They're just not going to do it. They're just not going to do it. They don't want to. 2016, 17, and 19 first. Yeah, they're literally just going to be like, we are not trading him away. So, let's go to edit lines. I want to see if if Kemper can do well enough as the starter. Otherwise, we're going to have to look for somebody else. Plant and Chorney have been awesome. We're going to go and put Theo with Scott to have Barry and McNeil, Plant, and Chorney. And then from a forward perspective, we need to break up that 4th line. That could be where we take out Machek, drop him down to the AHL, get Dinas Zubris in there, and then we need to mix up the middle 6, and that can be dropping Jeff Skinner. To have Brule, Gagne, Hemsky, Molson, Burmistrov, Skinner. We still have a good team, but we need to give that top line just a little bit of help. Just a smidge. I believe Machek can be sent down. He is on a 2-way deal. So we're going to see how our current players do before exploring another trade offer. That is the game plan. Get Machek into the AHL lineup. But yeah, we got a month or so until the trade deadline, so we got time to figure it out. But yeah, get Sidney Crosby and Taylor Hall some goddamn help. They need it. They need it so badly. Damn, man. All right. Crosby's insane. Chris Mason. I don't need a goalie. Well, I might, but I'd aim for someone better than that. Fernando Pisani, I'm also going to pass on. Alex Salak, I will pass on as well. We're going to aim for higher than that. We'll aim for higher than that. We'll see if Washington as well, if they've given up on the idea of Ovi. We could always try to get freaking Rick Nash. I mean, we could go pretty nuts with the offense, should we choose. Just completely leverage the future. Although right now, again, we're not that dominant of a team. Like, we're on pace to be a playoff team, but we're not insane. So, we shall see. We shall see, but I shall see. Got Dirt Rally. Dirt games are okay. But I think it was like Dirt 3 I played the most. Yaroslav Janis. I refuse to hear another way to pronounce it. Yaroslav Janis. Had a 920 at the NHL level, and they're sending him down. That's my Janus. Welcome in the Janus. And we'll take out Louis Domingue. Release the Janus. All right. 6-1 win over Vancouver. Very good. TJ Brennan got called up by the Coyotes. You'll love to see it. And get ready. The day we play Dallas. Happy 20th birthday to me. Woo. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, goodness. All right, we are almost to the deadline. Crosby has over 100 points. Crosby has over 100 points. All right, let's stop the sim right there. Double check how the team's doing now. And see if there are changes we need to make. And if we can invest in this team at the deadline and just be like, fuck the future, let's go for it. We will see, we will see. So we want Golars. Kemper's actually been pretty good. And we know that Janus did pretty well. I don't think we necessarily have to invest in a goalie. We should be okay. Should be. Defensively, they're all very well-rounded in terms of putting up points. No one's particularly terrible. I mean, getting a top-notch defenseman wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And then for the forwards, I mean, Sid's already over 100 points. Plus minus for everyone else is getting better, except for Cogliano and Payarvi. And Dinas Zubris is getting worse. Okay, so that fourth line still just isn't clicking. Good to know. Good to know. So another top-notch forward to push down some of the depth wouldn't be the worst. And then a really, like, A-grade defenseman would be a nice way to go. The question is, with one phone, can we pull this off? As the Rangers... Ooh, he's hurt, though. Cogliano, Tyler Bunz, and a fifth for Kevin Bieksa and Matthew Carente. Carente is fine. Bieksa isn't bad. Isn't quite that top-notch defenseman. The problem is I cannot tell how long he is out for. So that is going to be a no. All right. Cam Fowler and Bobby Ryan. I should have checked the league scoring. Bogosian, Evander Kane. Bogosian's got 43 points. Boston with Sagan and Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Mark Savard down the middle. Criminy. Buffalo. Tyler Ennis has crazy value. So does Josh Godfrey, apparently. Gerby. Pull off the double for Iggy and Bouwmeester. Man, imagine putting Jerome Iginla next to Crosby. Iginla and Bouwmeester. That wouldn't be the worst combination in the world. Could get Whitney back from Carolina. 38 points at a -5. Chicago. Obviously, we got to think about, what team might be the most likely to part. Dude, they're running John Carlson in the AHL? We know Chris Stewart was insane last season. Also over a point per game this season. Like Chris Stewart and then try to get Silas again? Not that Silas is amazing right now, but honestly, he has great potential as an OFD. Honestly. Cody, what's going on, man? If we go for Chris Stewart and Steven Silas, they say they want athleticism. Gormley's value has dropped quite a bit this season. Quite a bit. He's still pretty good, though. Not quite NHL ready. This Brodeur dude that we just drafted. Great athletic potential, but not much else. If I were to add Brodeur. Dougie. Dougie could still be okay. Smith Pelly, if we dip into the first. Go way down the road. The 2019 first. 2018 and 19 first and Laurent Brodeur for Chris Stewart and Steven Silas. I would have too many players. That's insane. That is insane. Let's try again. I mean, if Chris Stewart's putting up those numbers in Colorado, imagine what he does next to Sidney Crosby. Thoughts on 24. Gameplay's not bad. Everything else is. So back down we go. Brodeur. It was 2 first-round picks for Crosby, somehow. So we need a Brodeur in there. We needed the 2018 first. I need to give them one other player that's under contract. Adam Lowry is just not going to develop at all. More than likely, at least. Palat's not getting any better. Yeah, trade values in this game were a bit wonky, to say the least. Oh, the Kondratiev guy that we picked up earlier. They don't want to part with Chris Stewart's. I don't think we're going to get what I am aiming to get here, is my hunch. Washington didn't want to move Ovi, but it is worth trying again. It is worth trying again. 2 first-round picks in Brodeur for Ovi. Let's just see if it works. We'll shoot our shot. Yeah, they don't want to trade Ovi. Only having one phone right now is a disaster. Dallas is calling. Owsley, a second, and Tyler Bunns for Scott Glennie, who does have some potential still, and Kevin Poulin, who's an 81 right now. Jesus. So again, Owsley was a guy who was looking like he was going to get significantly better. Bunns is kind of, I mean, it's a great name, but he's really not going to break through. So we get a roster player in Glennie. And we get Kevin Poulin. Matthew, no, nothing about franchise right now. Fortunately. Gotta be honest, not a fan of that trade. I'd rather aim for higher than that. That's not a bad offer, but I would rather aim for something higher than that. Cody Hodgson. Apparently something happened with Twitch for half a second. We're good on my side. So, hopefully nothing wonky happened. Shout out to the word wonky. It's the word of the week. Not fixing anything that doesn't hurt. Hot. Time will tell, but decent chance, yeah. Brett Connolly? Only a 76. Well, let's just try to do something stupid. Let's try to do something really stupid. Why not? It's the next player jersey. Again, I showed it off a minute ago. Or a couple minutes ago. 3 first-round picks in Laurent Brodeur. Damn it, I forgot about the too many players thing. I think Dustin Brown just got traded. Dallas, Owsley, Zuberson, Bunns for Laddie Schmid and Grossman. We don't need that. It is true that the ESHL has gotten a good amount of focus, though. But, I mean, people will always go with, the hot thing. But, you know. So it needs to be Brodeur. Kondratiev. And 3 firsts. For Hedman and Stamkos. Why not? Let's see if something goes through. No. We got really lucky with the Sid offer, man. It was Dustin Cohn that got traded, not Dustin Brown. Sheldon Surrey. Honestly, let's bring Sheldon back again. Screw it, man. He's been good for us over the years. Let's bring him back. Shammy, yeah, that's a good way to go about things. We are going to make John Scott a healthy scratch, more than likely, for Sheldon. Third time on the team, Sheldon Surrey. It all comes back to Sheldon Surrey. So yeah, we'll take Scott out. Let's get Sheldon onto the team. Put him with McNeil. Put Barry with Theo. That should be a little bit better. We know that fourth line. I mean, really, in general, the middle nine's not working out that well. Let's go with the youngsters of Payarvi, Burmistrov, Skinner, Zubris, Cogliano, Molson back on the second line. Right now, we're just trying to throw different things at the wall, brother, to see what the hell will work and what won't. Let's get Sheldon Surrey onto these lines. And then best lines in the AHL. I should not have done that. Damn it. I'm not fixing it. We'll just run it for the rest of the season. If they make the playoffs, we'll make sure the younger guys who we want to get ice time do get the ice time. But I wasn't even thinking. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like NHL, modern NHL. It's easy to fix. No, it's a pain in the ass. And then Alex Plante got hurt. So welcome John Scott back to the lineup.